Hi, today we're going to move through some really nice and gentle stretches to release any tension in the lower back or any soreness in that back body area. So we're going to start this practice down on towards the mat. We're going to lie down in a supine position. Now you can start in your regular Shavasana, but I kind of prefer to have the feet wide and the knees together. And then we can shimmy the shoulder blades underneath the heart space and gently allow the body to soften down on towards the mat. Hands can rest towards the side, or maybe you're resting the right hand on towards the belly and the left hand on towards the heart. We're just going to take a moment to tune in here to see how we feel. Finding your breath. Connecting to the deep belly breath. Good. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out, taking the knees in towards the chest. Now see if you can give yourself a big hug, and maybe you want to roll gently side to side to see if you can massage the lower back a little bit. And from there we are going to bring the hands over the knees and bring the knees away from the body, straighten out the arms. And then from there, we're going to move into gentle circles with the knees. So kind of guiding with the hands. Your hands guide your knees into these gentle circles. Going one way and then the other way around. And then from there, back to center, extending the legs out and then bringing the legs apart, making circles with the knees, but now one knee at a time. So basically, well, not at a time, we're moving them both, but we're moving them both into opposite directions. Good. So they're not moving together. Both sides again. You're doing great. Keeping it really gentle. And then we're bringing the knees back in towards the chest, giving ourselves a big hug. Maybe you roll again, gently side to side. Taking a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, draw the nose towards the knees, giving yourself a big hug. Inhale here. Exhale, release. We're going to bring the feet together, let the knees fall nice and wide. Just one moment here. Now this can be an intense one for the lower back. So if you feel like this is a bit too much, you can always bring some pillows like a bolster, some blocks underneath the thighs so they can stay nice and supported. Taking a deep breath in here. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And then from there, we're going to bring the knees together. And we are going to extend the hands out, either fully out or in a T. I prefer to bring my hands in towards a T shape because I feel like I can keep my shoulder blades more grounded when I extend them in towards a T shape. But see what works for you. There's no right or wrong here. We are going to scooch the hips gently towards the right. Let the knees fall over towards the left. Just take a moment here. Maybe the left hand comes on top of the right thigh, twisting it out. And continue finding a deep belly breath. One more deep breath in here. And then on the exhale, we're bringing both knees back to center this time. We're scooching the hips towards the left, letting the knees fall over towards the right. Again, 3 deep breaths here. Really send those breaths deep down towards the lower belly. Good. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, gently activating in towards the core as we bring the knees back to center. Good. From here, we're going to take the knees up and we're going to just gently bring them left. Inhale to center. Exhale over towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale over towards the left. Inhale to center. Exhale over towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale over towards the left. Inhale to center. Exhale towards the right. Good. One more inhale to center. And then this time on the exhale, we're going to drop the knees over towards the left. And then we are going to bring the right knee kind of towards the bottom left corner of the mat. And then if it's available for you, you can stay there, or maybe you bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Just here to find a little bit of a stretch in the quad. And again, we're taking 3 deep breaths here. Good. Taking one more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, releasing the leg, bringing the belly button in towards the spine. And we're just going to drop both knees over towards the right. Same thing here. See if you can get the ankle on top of the thigh. If that's comfortable for you, you might stretch a little deeper like that. If it's just too much, you can stick just with dropping both knees towards the side. And even if the knees are high up and it's uncomfortable, you can always bring a block underneath the knee, just so the ground comes a little bit more up to you. Make it a little bit more supportive. Taking one more deep breath in here. And out. And then on the inhale, we're releasing the legs, bringing it back to center. Good. Taking both knees in towards the chest. And from here, we're dropping the left leg down, activating the right ankle. So pointing the toes up, ankle is nice and active. And then we're going to bring the ankle over the left thigh. Then you can interlace your hands either behind the hamstring or around the thigh, or stay here if this is already a deep enough stretch for you. Otherwise, find that interlation, either hamstring or shin. And maybe you find a little bit of a side-to-side movement here if that feels good. If you want to stay in stillness, you can stay there. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're releasing the hold of the left leg. We're keeping the legs exactly as they are, moving back into a twist, keeping the legs as they are. So now the left leg is on the mat and the right foot is on the mat. If it's available for you, maybe the left hand can hold on to the right ankle. And again, maybe the right hand extends out and you roll on towards the right ear. Finding your breath here. Inhale. exhale, inhale, exhale, one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll be making our way back to center. And then we're just extending the right leg up. Maybe find some circles with the ankle, one way, other way around. And then we're bringing the right leg down, coming into our figure four, our supine pigeon with the left leg. So taking the knee in towards the chest, activating the ankle toes point up, bringing the ankle on top of the right thigh. You can interlace if you'd like behind the hamstrings or behind the shin. Staying here, finding your breath. Doing great. On your next exhale, you can drop the right leg. Keep the legs again exactly as they are, dropping the left foot on towards the floor, right leg on towards the floor. Maybe the right hand can hold the left foot and maybe the left hand extends out, holding on towards the left ear, finding your breath. Good. From here, slowly making your way back to center. Taking both knees back and towards the chest. Then we're going to cross at the ankles. And you can grab the opposite ankle. So basically, I'll grab my left ankle with my right hand and my right ankle with my left hand. Then I'm lifting the feet up, bringing the knees towards the outside of my arms. And just go a little side to side here. Release, switching across, and again, opposite hand grabs opposite outer edge of the foot. And then again, lifting the legs, bringing the knees towards the outer edge of the hands. And then from there, we're going to rock and roll up and down the spine only if this is comfortable for your back. For some people, it might be a really nice release. For others, if it's not for you, you just nice and roll on towards one side and press yourself up. Otherwise, you can find little rock and roll until you make your way into seated. From a seated position, we are going to right away roll over the knees to come on towards hands and knees. Now, you can also just swing your legs towards one side. I'm going to move to a very gentle cat-cow here. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, we are going to keep the knees aligned with the hips, walk the hands forward. Draw the belly button in towards the spine because you want to keep the core nice and active so you're not coming into a really deep back bend. But we want to find some release. So we're going to drop the chest and the head down. Keep a gentle engagement in the core. Finding your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then from there, we are going to press the forearms in towards the mat, slide our body forward, see if we can find a nice swing pose. So extending the legs out, keep the chest nice and up. Now, if this is not really doing anything for you, make sure you roll the shoulders away from the ears, back and down, and then find some length in the chest. Now, what usually helps is to press the hands firmly in towards the mat, and then kind of moving the elbows towards the body. So pressing the hands down, moving the elbows towards the body. And then you might start to feel a bit more of an active stretch. Taking a deep breath in here. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And then gently releasing, making a pillow of your hands, dropping the head down on towards the hands. Just taking a moment, maybe wiggle the hips a little side to side. Another one I really like to do when my lower back is a bit sore is I bring my legs up, bending the knees and then bringing the feet up, I should say. And then just kind of bringing the feet side to side. Good. From there, lowering the feet back down, bringing the hands in line with the shoulders, like in line with the chest. And then on an inhale, we roll ourselves gently up towards a cobra. Now again, keep the shoulders away from the ears, nice and low. And you really, well, if you have a lot of back issues, yes, support your hands. If you feel like you could use a little bit more strengthening for your back, see if you can do your cobra. Hands can be on the mat, but they should not keep you up. So if I'd ask you to release the hands now from the mat, you would be able to do it. So finding a nice cobra here, taking a deep breath in, and then on the exhale we soften down. Good, we're pressing ourselves up on towards the knees, curling the toes under, hands can walk gently forward, and then from there we're finding downward facing dog. Now press the hands, the base of the palm, so the kind of the knuckles, the fingers all firmly in towards the mat. Then see if you can keep pressing yourself away from the hands so the hips go nice up and back. And from there you want to keep the majority of your weight in towards the legs. So it should, the knees can be generously bent, but I really want you to have this nice straight spine. So bend the knees as much as you need to keep this nice straight back. Finding your breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you're doing great. Stick with it. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to step the right foot in between the hands and find a nice low lunge. So from here, nice low lunge. You can keep the hands pressed down towards the mat. And if it's available for you, you can reach them up, but you don't have to. Finding your breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we release. We will straighten that right leg out. Point your toes towards the face. And finding our breath here. Inhale. Exhale. If it's okay, you can soften over the extended leg. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we roll ourselves back forward. We plant the palms. You can curl the toes under. Maybe step it back to downward facing dog. And then right away moving towards the other side. So now left leg steps forward. You can stay here on towards the hands for your low lunge. Or if you'd like, you can reach the hands up towards the sky. Finding your breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we release the hands, straighten out the front leg, point the toes towards the face. If it's available for you, again, fold over the extended leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, rolling back forward. This time we're just going to step the left foot left knee to meet the right. And then we're gonna bring the feet together, knees nice and wide. Find an extended child's pose. Now here you can always grab a pillow, kind of support the body up on towards a pillow, or you can just come into your child's pose here, allowing the head to soften, the arms to extend, chest reaches down towards the mat. Taking a deep breath in here, and a long breath up. Deep breath in, and a long breath out. Good, you're doing great. From here, we're going to slowly make our way up on towards hands and knees. And then finding our way back into downward facing dog. To then walk the feet towards the middle of the mat. Walk the hands towards the middle of the mat. Finding your standing forward fold and letting yourself hang. You can grab opposite elbow if you'd like. But really let yourself hang here. And we're gonna do this pose just slightly longer. So if you want to find any movement, swinging side to side, or walking the hands towards the right, walking the hands towards the left, anything you feel like you could use here, do feel free to do so. You're doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, then vertebra by vertebra. See if you can really slow down this movement. We're going to roll up to standing. And then from there, we're going to take a moment to check our posture. You can have the feet together or nice and hip width apart. I just prefer to have them hip width apart. It makes me feel more stable. And then we're going to roll the shoulders away from the ears. Standing up nice and tall. Good, you're doing great. Taking a deep breath in here. And then you can move the feet as wide as the mat, but I'm just gonna face you. But you can move the feet as wide as the mat, heels on the mat, toes off the mat. And you might like to grab a block for the next one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a block, nice and in between the legs, and we're gonna come into Malasana. So you can bring the hands towards the heart, or maybe you're already reaching towards the mat if you're not too comfortable in this position. We're going to bend through the knees and see if you can keep the hips nice and open as we're going to sit down on towards the block or a blanket or whatever you have. It's really not such a, no, you really do not need to worry about it. Wherever you're sitting up on, it's just nice to do this pose a little bit more supported. Good. Finding your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And then on the exhale, we are going to move the block aside. You can come into your seat. And then we're going to come into our deer pose, which is more a yin yoga pose. But we're going to do it because I think it's a really nice one for the lower back. So you want to have one shin in line with the long side of the mat. And then the other one comes... Yeah, well, the other leg comes in line with the long side of the mat, like the thigh, but then the foot is in a 90 degrees. So the front foot is in a 90-degree angle, and then you have a perfect square between both legs, and the back foot is also in a 90-degree angle. Now here you can just let yourself hang back a little. See if you can keep those shoulders nice and rolled away from the ears. For me, my hips do not like this pose too much, so I like to keep nice and straight in the back and just seat it up. But for some people, I know it's like really comfortable to just rest on towards the forearms or maybe even move all the way down on towards the back. So if it's comfy for you to lie all the way down, by all means do so. We're going to find a breath. Deep breath in. Long breath out, you're doing great. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more here, inhale. And then on the exhale, you can basically just keep the feet where they are and drop the knees over towards the other side. I'm gonna, again, face you. But you could just do that. Good. Again, lying down if you'd like. Adjusting the pose so it's comfortable for you. Finding your breath. Taking one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're bringing the knees back together. And we're going to roll ourselves back down on towards the mat. See if you can really kind of slow down your roll if that's comfortable for you. But it might help to release any tension in the back. And we're going to walk the feet towards the glutes. And then we're firmly pressing down and towards the feet, resting the hands next towards the body. On an inhale, we vertebra by vertebra roll ourselves up, finding our bridge pose. Now you can shimmy the shoulder blades gently underneath the heart space. See if you can keep the hips aligned with the knees and the knees aligned with the feet. And then move the hips up. Bring your chest towards your chin, and then your chin can come slightly up towards the sky. We're just going to hold it, a little bit of strengthening. See if you can find nice and engaged in the legs and the back body. Good, you're doing great. Core is also gently engaged. A little bit of strengthening here. Taking a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, vertebra by vertebra, release. Now, two options here. You can just take your knees in towards your chest. This is already enough for you. If you want to move into a happy baby pose, you can grab the outer edges of the feet, bring the knees down next towards the body. Lengthen the tailbone towards the top of the mat. Just gently sway yourself a little bit side to side here. This is not like comfy for you. Just keep the knees in towards the chest, and maybe you want to find some knee circles like we did on the beginning. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you release the feet. Maybe the hands again come into a cactus shape, and we're just going to kind of windshield wiper the legs, tick-tock them to both sides. If there's any tension left in towards the back, releasing it now. Then again, both knees fall over towards the left. Maybe the left ankle crosses over the right thigh. See how much more space you have after this class compared to when we did this pose in towards the beginning of the class. Just finding your breath. Slowly release, dropping both knees over towards the other side. And again here. Feel how open you are. And slowly release. Good. You can stay here with the knees together, feet nice and wide. You can move into your regular Shavasana. And maybe you want to bring a bolster or a pillow underneath the knees. Because I feel like this one is really nice for the lower back. So you can play around with that. Hands can rest gently next towards the body. Finding your Shavasana just for a moment. I'd encourage you to stay here as long as you'd like. So you can pause the video and take a nice extended Shavasana. Thank you for joining. I hope this helped you to relieve any tension you're carrying around in the lower back, the back body. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.